Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sumit Roy, and we will shortly, in about 5 minutes from now, we are waiting for more audience to join in, and we then directly go into the session we have planned for you today. So right, once again, I would like to be a little bit on time. So I think let other people, while they are joining, we can already start. And we try to keep this session little interactive, so that you don't get bored and I don't get bored either, in terms of making this session a pure monologue. For all of you who have joined here, let me welcome you on behalf of EU Gateway. My name is Sumit Rai, and I'm the founder director of this 6-year-old brand, helping students to find right careers and education abroad opportunities. The reason of me being here today presenting this session to you on education in Europe, whether it is free or not, because a lot of you probably would have come across with the idea that I can study for free in Europe. Yes and no. And that is why I am here today to talk about that. What are the possibilities in case you want to go studies in Europe, whether it's really free or what are costs associated. So I'm going to kind of bust some of those myths associated around this entire free education concept, and will make you understand the various available for you. I have more than 15 years of experience in this industry. I started my career in Germany back in 2006. I did my MBA from Germany in business consulting from a public university, and post that I have worked for some German companies before eventually starting EU Gateway in 2016, where I've decided to help more students connect to various universities in Germany and across Europe, which offers quality education at affordable cost, and in certain cases, of course, free of cost. So what is that free of cost is what I have to discuss with you. The audience which is present today would be more interactive, would answer my questions, because it will help me to tune my presentation according to the audience present. I don't want presentation just for the sake that we collaborate today and we invite you to listen to the education opportunities. You've been made a sitting duck just to listen what I'm about to say. So don't do that. I would really appreciate if we can keep it. So perfect. So a bit on my side, and now let's move a bit on the agenda. What I'm trying to talk to you today is free education opportunities in Europe. What are these free education opportunities? Is it really for free? What are the countries which offer you a free education? And what are the fees in case you need to pay if you consider Europe as an option for your overseas studies. Now, before I continue, I would like to just gauge the audience here. Kindly just put in the comment in the chat section if you are looking for higher education overseas. Just write yes and no, because that would help me to segregate the audience, and accordingly I can talk to you about the possibilities which we have. So look at it like this: if there is a free education opportunity for you in Europe, would you be interested to look at this opportunity? Give me an answer for this as yes or no. If it's for free, you would be very happy to take opportunity, right? Perfect. Thank you for those who have answered it. Yes, you are interested. May I know who is not interested for education in Europe in general, or maybe overseas education in general? You can always say no, and that would really help me understand that the today is really interested, or they've been just made listen to this webinar. So I don't want to go into that direction. If I have a validated audit with me, I don't speak much in that case. If you all are here for understanding this possibility, then please write. The very few who have said, yes, I will take this presentation forward, not many of you are interested to understand the free education concept. But regardless, since you are here, I respect your time and I hope that you respect my time as well in terms of presenting you the opportunity available for you in Europe. Okay. So where in Europe you can actually study for free? Does any of you have an idea where in Europe you can study for free? Let's see if you are enough to know that there are certain countries in Europe where you can has got this idea. Just write the name of the country that you can study for free in these countries. Guys, thank you, Kritika. Germany as one of Ishita, Germany, yes. Ireland, that's an interesting take. Ireland, okay. Which other country in Europe? France, mix of free and paid education, but largely it's a paid education. Same with Ireland. So okay, let me reveal these countries for you, which are offering free education in Europe. The one is Germany, as you have rightly pointed. Germany is the first country possibly offering free education all the international students. Now, the idea behind today is understand whether it is really free. And I'll give you a perspective, but I'll give you a general in terms of free education in Europe. There are education system which exists in Germany, private university. So all the private universities charges tuition fees, but most of the public universities would not charge tuition fees to international, and that's why the free education. Now, public universities does not charging any tuition fees. That's a great reason. Otherwise, you would spend anything between 10 to 15,000 euros per annum in tuition costs to study at universities in Germany or in Europe. So, fees at public universities are taken care. That means it's zero cost. You just have to take care of some miscellaneous expenses, which is a semester contribution of between 100 to 300 euros every semester. But that's nothing. And on top of it, the additional free education, we are talking about the tuition fee, which is free. But what about your living cost? The living cost is something which you need to take care of by yourself. That means if you come to Germany, you're still talking about spending somewhere around 10 lakhs per annum in living cost. In the scenario, if you do not have a further scholarship apart from tuition fees. So this is one pointer which you need to keep in mind, that so the tuition fees at German public universities is free, you still need expenses. And for 1 year, it is roughly 10 lakhs. If your program is for 2 years, then it could well go up to 20 lakhs. Now, when you spend around 20 lakhs in living cost, you can use your brain and say, how it is free anymore. Right? Because you eventually have spent this much of money. If you stay in India, would you spend this much of money per annum on your study living cost as a student? I think probably no, because in metros, if I understand it right, your monthly living expenses does not exceed beyond 15 or 20,000 rupees per month. So if you can calculate it, for 2 years roughly you spend 5 lakhs in living, whereas if you come to Germany for living expenses, you spend around 20 lakhs. Keeping in mind that education is still free. So it's up to you to decide whether it's really free or you are shelling out actually quite a lot of money living costs. Provided that you get a scholarship and you do not pay a penny. And there are various scholarships, there are various options available in Germany. There are various programs which you can apply to, which comes at zero cost. That means no tuition fees. On top of it, zero living cost. Other expenses been taken care of by the government by this foundation to fund your studies. And that's where you can actually say education in Germany is free. So there is a fair bit of understanding that yes, it could totally be free. On the other side, education is still free, but you have to take care of the living cost, which is to the tune of 20 lakh rupees for a 2-year program. Okay. Is first country, then another country which offers you absolutely free education is Italy. Yes, probably half of you wouldn't even know that you can actually study in Italy at zero cost. When I say zero cost, I literally means zero cost. No tuition fees, no living cost, and the Italian government pays you approximately 9 lakh rupees in a stipend for a 2-year master's program and 15 lakh rupees as stipend for a 3 years bachelor's program. And zero tuition cost, zero living expenses at top 500 QS rank university in Italy. Italy is another country which you can keep in mind where you have absolutely free education possibilities. The third country, my dear friends, is Norway. In Europe, that's the third country which offers education. So Norway also follow a system of public and private universities. There are around 10 universities. Norway is a small country, but it's from Nordic, it's beautiful, it's a developed country. But they have around 10 universities which actually offer free education even to international students. That's the country number 3. So Germany, Italy, and Norway at the moment offering free education to international students. There are some other countries as well, keeping in mind various dynamics which they offer. For example, Iceland, some other Scandinavian countries which have a possibility. It's not a standardized format though, unlike Germany, Italy, and Norway. Those other countries for you free education on a differential basis, on your profile, on your overall professional experience and your choice of study which you want to do, make the case for free education. But these countries, they have a certain rule that you can study for free. Italy, Germany. I was talking about Germany and a bit of a concept on private universities. Now, between public and private universities is public universities are funded by the central government in these countries. So you actually can study for free, whereas private universities are self-funded, you need to pay tuition fees. This is something which you need to, a distinction in Europe between public and private universities. Unlike in India, so you also can imagine In India also, we have a public and a private university concept. Now, public universities in India, they do charge tuition fees, but it's not really high. They charge a fraction of the fees as compared to a private university in India where you would study. And now, with a lot of new private universities, you know how the fees at these universities are vis-a-vis at public university. But keep one thing in mind regarding the quality of these universities. Even though these are public universities in Europe and are state funded, the quality is top class. They have a maximum research output. And the people, are quite world over. Unlike a major distinction which you want to draw in comparison to our own country between public and private universities. We always talk on the quality of public university in terms of the fees they charge and the quality. But this is absolutely the case, at least in these three countries where public and private university system has been made, and all the international students can take an advantage of this. So maybe a bit on more understanding for you. State funded universities are state funded. They are top ranked and internationally recognized. They have a large student population and huge diversity. Culturally rich. They are centuries old universities. Of infrastructure to facilitate research. Now, this is an important element. This is an important key for you to understand research. If you are looking to move into of high-end research, these public universities pave the way for you to do these kind of research. A lot of our own people from India has traveled abroad for PhD or for kind of research work where the infrastructure in India was not present until some years ago. Infrastructure is getting built, but it is still by far what these infrastructure availability in European countries is of research. So if you are looking in that direction, then definitely a few of you could look at these universities for your research. Most of these courses at bachelor's and master's level across these public universities or private universities in these countries is offered in English language. So you do not have to be scared. If I have to come to Germany, oh my God, do I need to learn German because my course is going to take place in German language or Italian language or Norwegian language? No, all are definitely 100% available in English with no requirement of the local language. But on the professional front, if you want to do an internship, if you want to work in these countries, if you're looking to build a long-term career in these countries, then strong advice that you should learn the local language, because that is the greatest advantage carry before you even land in these countries, having the tool which is their language. So it is by all means absolutely important to have the local language in the pocket, even though your program is in English language. So a bit of a cost comparison is not really important for you, but let's still understand, approximate cost of doing a program in India vis-a-vis a cost which you will incur of doing a program in free countries. Approximate tuition cost is around 7 lakhs. Symbiosis University approximate cost vary, from 30 lakhs. Nursing Monji, as you know, costs around 16 lakhs. Birla Institute 8 lakhs. IIMs nowadays cost an upward of 30 lakh rupees for their program. So this is the cost you are spending in India. These are not including the living costs. These are tuition costs. Okay, just to help you understand the comparison. Here in India, you pay this much of cost, and then you are still, within the system. If you go abroad, that's what you do. You have an experience, you have a diversity, you have a cultural mix, and that all come to you at possibly zero cost. And that really helps you to enhance your learning, your knowledge, your skills, and help you in making a better person as you go in your career. Okay, I will talk on the living cost, but I will stop here a little bit to just check if you have any questions here as of now. Whatever questions you have, please put in the Q&A section of your screen. Any question which you would like to ask in terms of free education possibilities, your profiling, any question which comes in your mind, just put it in the Q&A section, and I would be very sure my team will pick it up and answer it. If you do not recollect any question right now, you can still write these questions in the Q&A section, and we'll be very happy to answer them. Now, I will get into the living cost, but before I get into the living cost, I would like to quickly launch a poll for all of you to answer. It will be displayed on your screen. It will give me once again an understanding of the audience here, and we will display this result quickly. I'm launching this poll for all of you. Just there are the 3 questions. Just answer them in an yes/no format, and that would be fine. The poll is live. It should be on your screen. A couple of minutes till all of you have participated, and I will then end the poll. It's very interesting to see that many of you are interested to come to your education and also go for a fully funded program. Okay, last minute before I close this poll. Come on, guys, we only had as of 25% people who have participated. There are more of you. Okay, 30 seconds. So while a few more answer this, I conclude from this poll that most of you are interested to come to Europe for free education on full scholarship, and there are very few who are uh, looking to stay back and find their jobs and their careers in India. The poll is about to close. Excellent, thank you. So I am happy to have results. Probably I can share this here in front of you as well, and you can, if you are interested and if you are not interested, which is all right. But largely, most of you are looking forward for your possibilities in Europe and in free education. So great. Let's move on to our next slide, which is when we continue to talk about the free education. Let's talk about Norway. As I said, there are around 10 universities in Norway which offer free education as of now, and hopefully they continue to do it. There is a very recent discussion on bringing some kind of a law that international students should be charged tuition fees, even at these public universities. So it's still not decided, but as of now, it's free. So far, if it's free, you can take an advantage. But on the other hand, the living cost in Norway is one of the highest in Europe, even higher than Germany, France, or any other part. It's roughly 16,000 euros per annum in living cost is what you need to budget if you want to come to Norway for free education, in the name of free education. Yeah, living cost is quite high. So you can decide if you want to come to Norway at this cost. And that's where we talk about the free education concept of Europe, myth versus reality. It's not a myth. There are free education options available, but in reality, this free education might come at an added living cost. And this is what I wanted to bring to you today. Living costs are not cheap in some of these free education countries. Germany, roughly 11,000, so now it's 11,400 euros roughly, which you need to budget in your block account. And that's something which is in today's currency roughly 9.5 to 10 lakhs. This is what we carry in living cost per annum for Germany. Next, living cost in Italy is the lowest. It's around 500 euros per month, only like 6,000 euros per annum. But then you will see when the cost of living is low in any particular country, you would also see what are the pay packages in these countries once you finish your study. But overall, I would say, why worry? Because you have not paid any cost and you have enjoyed your study, a quality education, your life in these top 3 developed European countries. You shouldn't worry about the pay scale, because in the end, there is no ROI which you are looking, because there was no investment in terms of money. An advantage of private university is in comparison to public. So I want to present in this slide: small learning groups and individual support, good learning environment, and modern, because they invest quite a lot in infrastructure. They have a very close contact with business, which means they have a moral responsibility of helping you to get placed within. All these private universities charges tuition fees, and that's why in order for them to succeed in international market, they need to make sure that students get placed in the economy. And we rightly know, everyone is the question, what is the pay package, what is the placement, how much salary will I get, where will I work, how would be the economy and whatnot, because connected to our ROI. Once we spend an n number of amount of money to get our degree, we always need to know, where do I start next, at what level, what salary, what package, what company, what role. So that's why private universities are more aggressive in helping their international students to find a relevant job based on their career profile, based on their academic profile, and based on their career choices. Most of the environment is English speaking at private universities across these 3 countries which I am covering today. This is not really relevant for you as an audience, so I will skip this. Oops. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is another topic which is important and maybe for you to understand. Now, before I continue, let me hear from you people out. What do you mean by scholarship? What is your understanding about scholarship? Who is the right person who gets the scholarship? Put your answer in the comment box. Who are the right people to get scholarship? And what is your understanding of scholarship? Let's see, what do you know about scholarship? I few comments back, everybody looking forward to come to Europe for free education, definitely want a scholarship. What is your understanding? Who are the people who get scholarship? Let's see, what do you know about this? Who should get the scholarship? Why you should get the scholarship? What does scholarship mean? I didn't think that Maitrey College of Commerce people does not have an understanding about scholarship. Let me hear. Don't give me an impression that you are too dumb to answer any of my questions. That would be a bad impression for me to continue for my next webinars with you guys. Let's see, what is your understanding? I'm sure you are a commerce graduate. You know about scholarships. What do you know about scholarship? Who gets them? Based on merit. Right answer, Tanisha. Entrance exam. Based on exam. Profile. Kritika. I give you a very basic understanding for you to carry with you in the future, wherever you study, you in India or abroad, and wherever you plan. Just keep 2 things in mind. There are scholarships, and then there are discounts. Now, discount is something which everybody and anybody is eligible, because I'm buying, I can ask for discount, and the companies here, the universities are obliged to offer you discount. The discount could be either application fee waiver, enrollment fee waiver, or maybe some percentage on tuition fee. That's discount. Dear ladies and gentlemen, that's discount, and discount could be offered to anyone and everyone. Do not mix it and compare it with scholarships. Now, as far as the scholarships are concerned, and few of you who have answered in the chat box, that it is really based on the capabilities, it is really based on the profile of the student, it's really based on the academic performance, the meritorious students, the professional achievements, the extracurricular achievements. Whatever you have done in life which is commendable, for which you should what this scholarship actually means about. If you have academic, if you have an excellent professional life, if you have some kind of sports excellency, if you have some kind of other skills excellency for which you can demand a scholarship, those are the people who actually should demand and get one scholarship. And this scholarship could be ranging from 25% in tuition waiver up to 100%. That's what the scholarship all about. So you also have to do interesting and calculation. Am I made? Am I the right person who should get the scholarship? Right? That hey, I haven't done much in my life. I am only a 60% holder, but I still want a scholarship. That's crazy. Why should you get a scholarship at 60%? There are better people sitting with 90% who are more deserving than you get the scholarship. Or you haven't done anything commendable enough to demand a scholarship. So you should have this in your mind and you have a hard written that if you give me a scholarship, then I come to study with you. I can give you discount, but not scholarship. You haven't done anything great in life, academic or professional part, or you can demand a scholarship. Yeah. So keep in mind who are the people who should get the scholarship, who are the people who should demand the scholarship. Okay, now we're talking about eligibility. Now, eligibility to study at these free public university. What does it take in your profile? What kind of profile you should have to study in these public universities in Germany, Italy, Norway? For Germany, or higher, I will not cover the bachelor's part. In Germany, in order to get into a free education system, into a public universities, the first and the foremost requirement is 70% in your bachelor's degree. That's number one, 70% in your bachelor's degree. Number two requirement is IELTS score of 6.5. Number three requirement is, depending on the study you want to go, engineering or management, accordingly you can write GRE and GMAT. It's an optional requirement, but if you write a GRE and a GMAT exam, you have a strong chance at getting into these public universities in Germany, because public universities in Germany does not have many seats for international students. They are offering by far very limited seats to international students. So how do you increase your chance in order to get into these public universities? Then these are the choices. Now, one of it here says 16 years of full. Don't worry about German universities except 3 years bachelor's degree. From our reputed universities in India, 3 bachelor's degrees. Another profession you should have with you is proficiency in German language. As I said in the past, that it's not a must, but in certain cases, university has a minimum proficiency of A1 or A2 level in German language. If you have that, it would enhance your chances to get into these public universities in Germany and actually study for free. You can also add on another important aspect. While you are in your final year of studies, please pick up some internships, at least 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. If you get a chance, please pick up the internship. And if you want to come to Germany, internships plays a major role. It could also be a deciding factor in some of your application to universities also. In your final year, please take some time out and figure out an internship. So internship with 70% with IELTS of 6.5, GMAT GRE score, and a German language, your profile fits in to apply at university in Germany. This is free education. Norway, universities, only 10 of them, free education, requirements are pretty high. 75 to 80% in your bachelor's degree, and IELTS and GMAT GRE remains as an optional topic for you to consider. Here, the baseline has stretched from 70% in Germany to 75% in bachelor's for Norway. High standard student is what would look at. Italy, quite easy. 60% in bachelor's would qualify you to study at a public university in Italy. The better the score you have in bachelor's, the higher are your chances to get into a top public universities in Italy. Yeah, IELTS required, GRE GMAT is totally optional. Italian is not really needed, but as I said, for work and stay back, career options, pick up the local. So Italy, probably for a few of you, would make more sense because it's cheapest, it's easiest, high quality of education, all this is possible if you come to Italy at zero cost, and that means you can finance it. You don't have to take a bank loan. You don't have to take money from your parents. You can simply come to Italy for studies. Now, probably few of you would be baffled that how come Italy is so free? Why it is so free? Why the government is giving me free education and stipend to international students? It's simple. It's a part of economy. The government has funds. The university who run on government funds. But then if the university does not have students, where would these funds go? So the government takes the money, put it to the pocket of the university and use university channel to distribute this money to qualified international students who come to Italy, which can spend this money because these are living expenses which has been given by the Italian government, Italian regions. So they kind of, on one hand, they give you the money, on the other hand, they make almost the same money into the Italian economy because student body drives most of these student town and economy across these European destinations. So that is the understanding which you need to have, that it's a part of the larger government scheme to get the talent, to retain the talent, give them the money and let them spend the money in their own country, and then at the same time makes it a very win-win situation for the student on one hand and the government and the local people on the other hand. So that's why free education in Italy. Now, what procedures to apply to any of these public university system across these three countries we talked about? Germany has two intakes, September, October, Feb, March. Italy has September, October. They also have Feb, March, but the free education, the scholarship schemes would only takes place in September, October intake, not in Feb, March. And Norway, it's only August. So you have to keep these cycle in mind. So for all those final year students who are finishing their studies in March, April next year, they could still try Germany for October intake, Italy for October intake. The applications have already started for the next. It might be too late for you to start in April, May for Norway. Standard documents, these are one to be discussed. How does this process work? Process with EUGateway. How does it work? We start with 101 profiling, individual requirement, individual career goals, individual 101 exclusive understanding. We start with that, then university, then your application and documents, offer letter, help you prepare your finances, we help you get your money in place, tuition fees, whatever is needed, and then the visa process. Everything is covered within this. We call it a consulting process. We call ourselves as consultants, as career guides, as mentors, as coaches, and we follow this process to help you for your right university, right program, and right opportunity once you are done with your studies. This is what we do. Please understand one thing: we are not agents. This is a very perception in the mind of a lot of people that we are an agent of some university and we try to sell that particular university to you so that we make money from them. No, we are not agents. We are career guides. We are mentors. Right career, right program, and right university with the best fitment of career possibilities. That's what we do. And we charge. So it's not coming to you for free. We have a fees because, and then we also need to survive, make our money. So we charge certain fees for our services so that you find your right fitment in terms of career and education. Some of the career opportunities which we have covered across these countries. Germany allows you to work 20 hours per week. Norway and Italy as well. Maximum you can make is around 240 euros per week in Germany, Norway 10 euros, and Italy around 140 euros per week. This is what the part-time opportunity available for you while you are studying in these countries as a student, where you can work supermarkets, convenience store, event management, libraries. You can also work as a researcher. You can also work in the field of your previous academic qualification, do an internship too. Germany allows you to stay back for 18 months, post your studies, Italy 12 months, and Norway 12 months. This is a post-study work visa which you get once you finish your studies in these three countries. Some of the top industries, Germany has the so-called strong Mittelstand, which is like medium and large-scale industries, chemical and medical, machine and automobile, you are all well aware of, right? All those BMWs and Audis and Mercedes come from Germany. Italy, tourism, fashion, Milan Fashion Week, and what you have, Venice, and all those. It's the fashion capital, and all that is in Italy. Machine, robotics, maritime logistics, aquaculture, different industries which are present in these countries where you can find your interest too. Average income we can talk about. Medicine and pharma people get roughly 60,000 euros per annum. I think very recently the report has been published, around 92,000 euros per annum as a salary working in by legal guys. Then we have business people, industrial engineers. You can see the salaries you get when you work in Germany once you complete your studies. Norway is the highest paying. As I said, the cost of living in Norway is highest. That's why you get a salary which is also one of the highest among the European countries. IT guys make maximum 72,000 euros. Civil engineers make good money. Biotech, legal people, the law firms makes even more, one of the highest. Supply chain people. So everybody is making really, really good money if you come to Norway. So on one side, you spend money on your living expenses, which is quite high. But on the other side, the recovery is quite fast. As you can see, the salary which has been mentioned here. Italy, since the living cost is low, you can see the salaries are also at a standard level. The salary is okay for you to live your life very comfortably in Italy. Right. So that's where it brings us to an end of this small presentation on free education in Europe. So you now get an idea that yes, on one side it's free education, and yes, you can take an advantage of studying in these countries at zero cost. But on the other hand, what cost it might incur if you go ahead with the process in terms of your living expenses, in terms of your some miscellaneous semester costs and things like this. Yeah. Now I'm opening the debate for Q&A. If you have any questions, please start putting in Q&A section or start putting it in the chat box, and I'm very happy to cover all of them in the next 5-10 minutes. Already here from Megha, is there any work experience required? No, Megha, for masters, no work experience required unless you decide to go for an MBA program where is needed. Largely, you master's degrees are consecutive masters across these 3 countries, and you can go ahead and apply without a work experience. Okay, more questions, guys. If you have any more questions, please feel free to put your questions here. Very happy to answer them. Make courses for commerce student. You can study masters in management. You can study masters in management with a specialization in accounting or finance or related field. You can study masters in general management. Yeah, then general management with a in sales, marketing, and possibly operations, HR. All those fields are available. Business analytics, everything is possible for a commerce graduate. I think, but most of the commerce guys go for accounting and finance, capital markets related master in management. Go for a master with a specialization, with a specialized subject which you would like to build your career. More questions, guys? Acha, let me hear it out. Was it informative for you? Was this session so far being informative? Right? Yes. Great. For all of you for whom this session has been informative, I need a favor from you guys. I'm going to get my social media links published on this chat, and I want all of you to go on these social media links and subscribe, follow, like to all of our social media handles. That would be probably a return from you to my time and our knowledge which we have provided to you today. Kindly, I will just ask my team to put the links here so that you can follow us here. So I've just asked my team to please put all the social media links in the chat box so that you can subscribe to all those channels which we have with us here. Mangesh, kindly put all those channels, please. Just a minute, I think Mangesh is just putting all those links. Mangesh? Okay, I think Mangesh is a little busy. Here are all your links. Kindly go and follow us. Like our Facebook page. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on LinkedIn. You can join our WhatsApp group so that you've been daily updated on these free education opportunities across, which is available with us. You can also join our Telegram and follow us on Twitter. This is just for you to give it back to us, maybe respecting our time and the knowledge which we have presented today. And I am not offering you any buy and sell here. We do have a lot of services to offer. We do have a lot of consulting packages to offer. But probably what you could do is go on our website and check out the offers available. And in case you would like to take our services, you can of course go there and subscribe, or maybe get in contact with any of our counselor, any of our team member, to have an understanding how we can help you in the dream of free education in Europe. Just let you know, we don't only cover Europe, but we also cover US, Canada, Australia, UK, Ireland, of course, as an extended part. So we basically do consulting for across these regions. But what I wanted to present to you today is a free education opportunities in Europe. For most of you who would like to grab it, please do get in touch with us. We are based in Pune. We are a 6-year-old company, and you would have personal access to my knowledge, to my opinions, when we do a profiling and shortlisting for you and help you through with the applications. Let's see if you have all followed us across. My team is live now. Just give me a thumbs up if you have done it. If you have followed us, if you have liked, done, please give a thumbs up. Let's see how many of it would really appreciate your support in this, my dear friends. I hope these are not false thumbs up. I am used to, I keep on doing this. We have a webinar series which happens every week. So in case you follow us in any of these channels, you can be rest assured that you participate in our next series every week whenever you have time. We usually do it every Saturdays in the morning hours. You will have a great advantage. You will have a great advantage of connecting with us across Facebook, social media, because we really post a lot of content in terms of free education opportunities. And you should definitely take an advantage of it, friends. If not, do join our WhatsApp and Telegram group. Do join that. The links are right there.
Hi, sir. Anushka this side.
Perfect. I hope has been very useful for you. I'm waiting for last 2 minutes for any questions which you would have and which you would like personally. Please go ahead and ask, or any comment which you would like to make, any comment which you would like to here. If there is any comment which you would like to make, I can let you speak, and would be very interesting to know your opinion around this session today as well.
Sure, sir. It was literally a great experience while talking to you. It was very informative webinar, and I am sure that most of us will be contacting you for our education in Europe and different universities, as we all need that. So it is, we need that guide, and thank you so much for providing us the same.
Thank you, Anushka. Very happy to help all of you to understand what are the processes involved when you are at that stage, at that level, to start your study programs across these destinations. Thank you so much. I wish you a nice Saturday evening. I wish you a nice weekend. It was lovely to have you. You were a great audience. and I look forward to see you possibly in some of our next sessions very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.